Hello and welcome to Studio 415.
On today's show, you will see how Carroll's Champions Together team is getting ready for another season.
And you will see how one CHS teacher and her students have ended up in a textbook.
And you'll go inside of Carroll's Culinary program to see what they're cooking up.
I hope you're ready.
It's time to enter Studio 415.
Sunny days and friendly smiles, walk the halls with me. Studio 415. Watch the news unfold. Another dull moment. Students today create our future. Come and join the fun. Studio 415.
Welcome to Studio 415. I'm Will Wiggy.
And I'm Johnny Becker. Carroll's Champions Together team has kicked off its second season for the 2016-2017 school year.
Studio 415 reporter Tess Plazik spoke with members and leaders of the team and joins us now in studio.
Last year, Carroll kicked off the inaugural Champions Together season for basketball and track. Year number 2 is expected to be even better. In collaboration with the IHSAA in Special Olympics, Champions Together was created to give special education students an equal playing field to compete with peers as well as other schools. The program is in its 4th year, but Carroll High School decided to join last year. Carroll participates in basketball and unified track. Champions Together team member Raymond Huffman-Gray is confident in his basketball skills. Who's the best on the team? You're the best?
Yeah.
I knew it. Some local schools that compete with Champions Together are Northside, Angola, Wayne, and more. But the students say their biggest competitor is Homestead. Ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. One of the biggest reasons why the team is so successful is the student leaders. Last year, leaders were chosen through teacher recommendations, but because of a growing interest, it has changed to an essay application. All 50 of this year's applicants are incorporated into the team in some way. Student leader Delaney Lyons sees this as an opportunity to grow as a person and make new bonds.
It's so amazing because it changes like how you see things because they are so friendly, and I feel like it makes me grow as a better person.
The student leaders aren't the only ones who feel this team is beneficial. Carroll's administrators are proud of this addition to the Carroll community and the confidence boost it gives to the team members. Athletic Director Dan Ginder feels as though this is the best addition to CHS in the last 5 to 7 years.
Carroll's a special place, but since we've done that for a year and a half now, I think it's even been more included, and those kids walk the halls in a different way now in terms of they have a lot more friends, a lot more recognition, and have, I believe, been able to recognize that they're accepted a little bit more.
The Champions Together team kicks off its basketball season December 16th. Come out and support your fellow Chargers at Wayne High School. For Studio 415, I'm Tess Plazik.
Whether hard copy or online, most classes have some sort of textbook to help with learning.
Typically, these textbooks are filled with information from experts that you'll never meet.
Studio 415 reporter Maddie Soleil has the story of one CHS teacher who aims to change that.
Carroll High School's photography teacher, Nicole Croy, submitted some of her work to a textbook company to be published. She also encouraged some of her students to do the same. Now, the rest is history.
Maybe April, we were told that our images were officially in the textbook. We had to keep it completely quiet. The kids couldn't post anything about it. They couldn't post their images and talk about it.
Last year, photography teacher Nicole Croy was contacted by Davis Publication to have her write a part about pinhole images in their newest textbook, Focus on Photography. Croy sent in images that students had done, and they were so impressed that they asked if Croy had any more images.
At that point, they said right away, do you have more student images of anything and everything? Darkroom, digital, anything you have. We're really interested in what you're doing at Carroll High School, so can you send us those images?
Out of the 60 images she sent in, Davis Publications chose 23 of those images to use in their textbook. Former students with Croy's contact information were asking her all summer if they had found out if the images had been selected yet, and if they could talk about it yet. But to the beginning of the school year, once the classes started to use the textbooks, no one was allowed to talk about it at all.
On page 25 and 26 and 27 is some writing that I did for the textbook company. So this is all about pinhole, which is sort of what I know best.
Accompanying the writing are some of the students' images that were sent in, and also Croy's own son and daughter's images that had been produced during the middle school workshops that Croy holds. In March, Davis Publication is sending Croy to New York to present the National Art Association Conference, presenting how to do month-long pinhole images.
So I'll be not necessarily helping them sell the book, because I don't have to talk about the book at all at the conference. I just have to present some of the information that I have addressed in the textbook.
Croy thinks that this is an amazing opportunity for students. Also, that this will open more opportunities for students that are in the textbook in the future. For Studio 415, I'm Addie Salai.
For 10 years, one CHS teacher has had the recipe for success by having her students compete in nationals and by running a successful catering business.
But as Johnny and I will show you in our upcoming story, the culinary program focuses on more than just how to cook.
Yeah, as a kid, I loved to cook, and I've always continued to cook. And now when I came here, this program really helped me out to found the foundations of cooking and everything. So,
For many here in the culinary program, cooking is a passion. And for others, it comes as more of a career opportunity.
I really want to pursue a career in culinary. I want to go to Johnson & Wales University, hopefully, to pursue this career, and I want to do this for the rest of my life, pretty much.
Renee Sigmund is the teacher for Culinary Arts, a program that is taught every day where the students must take it for 2 periods each day. In the culinary program, the students learn how to prepare a 3-course meal efficiently. But according to students, she teaches more than how to boil chicken. She teaches lessons that go beyond the kitchen.
Yeah, we actually learn a lot of life lessons too. Like right now, she's in there talking to the class about following your dreams, and we always have good talks like that.
Blue Flame is the catering service that is run by Sigmund in the class. They have catered many events such as the recent fashion show. Along with the Blue Flame, they also compete in competitions that are similar to the television show Chopped. Kitchen injuries are a major concern for chefs. Sigmund takes student safety very seriously in her class and makes sure they have the proper training for any scenario.
We try to protect students by doing a lot of training before the fact. How to use knives correctly, how to work and walk in the kitchen. There's specific kitchen language they have to use while they're in my class. So we try to be proactive.
These students have learned a great deal in the culinary arts and in life. To take this class, you must have 2 prerequisites: nutrition and wellness, and either advanced nutrition and wellness or intro to culinary. For Studio 415, I'm Will Wiggy. In other news, a new Chief Operations Officer position was created this year by the Northwest Allen County Schools Board of School Trustees.
But if you went to Carroll Middle School, then chances are that you know the man that took up the mantle. Studio 415 reporter Leah Wells has the story.
John Miller was a principal at Carroll Middle, having worked there for over 15 years. But he came to a decision that it was time for a change, and the creation of the Chief Operations Officer position presented an opportunity.
When I heard the position was going to be created, and it was something I had some experience in and thought I might like that, but it was hard to give up something that I've been a part of.
With the new job comes the challenge of different responsibilities. As principal, Miller had to work with parents and students on a daily basis.
It's different in that as the principal, I felt like I solved a lot of problems. It's a similar kind of thing, but you solve problems much more quickly as a principal. I mean, these things you need to be dealt with now and have to come up with solutions and follow through, and it's just a faster kind of pace.
The job of Chief Operations Officer has less to do with working with people on a personal level and instead focusing on projects.
The Chief Operations Officers involved with just what it sounds like: operations of the school district, buildings and grounds, transportation, student safety, discipline, and anything else that makes the place work on a daily basis.
Some responsibilities of Miller's include overseeing all buildings of the district, athletic fields, and parking lots. He also makes decisions of whether the schools need delays or not. Although challenges seem constant, there is always one factor that keeps him going.
Just kids. That's why I got into education. I love hanging out with you guys.
Even though his job has changed, his love and care for students hasn't. For Studio 415, I'm Leah Wells.
Thanks for watching.
If you have any story ideas that you would like to see covered, mention them to any of the students in the credits or Mr. Johnston.
For all of us here at Studio 415, have a great week, Carroll.